The stone throwing and tear gas that began in Kiev yesterday have never stopped. And this morning, police were using plastic bullets too to defend their position below Parliament. Although very isolated, the fighting is the worst the country has seen in decades and has led to dozens of injuries. The most serious clashes were in the night. Petrol bombs turned the police front line into an inferno, and protesters made missiles from cobblestones. 2 months ago, these started as demonstrations in favour of joining the European Union. Now they've boiled over into anger, directed at the Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, his government, and the Russian President Vladimir Putin.
There are only a few hundred truly violent protesters, but overnight they've burnt a dozen or so police buses and trucks, and through the morning the violence has continued.
After 2 months of protests against the country's drift towards Russia and the rampant corruption here, it was new laws passed last week that restrict demonstrations that produced this explosion of anger.
It is not a peaceful demonstration anymore, and I'm sad about this situation, but I can say that the government is just the cause to this, what is just here and now.
I don't like that it happened, but actually something had to happen. This is the response to what you know, the new law.
President Yanukovych has set up a commission of ministers and opposition leaders to deal with the crisis. But the violent protesters, who seem to be mostly supporters of far-right groups, have lost patience with politicians from the main parties. Daniel Sanford, BBC News, Kiev.